our meeting is being recorded, so if you do not want to be part of the video and want to hide in any way, you can go ahead and turn off your video, because for sure it's going to be shared on YouTube. And so let's hear where we're going. First off, we're going to visit Ande from Craftworks. Craftworks is located just outside of Boston in Northboro. They feature a handcrafted gift shop as well as a full-service yarn shop. They strive to support the passion of their fiber community artists, providing high-quality supplies and support along the way. Ande's Quaint shop offers a wide range of classes, workshops, knit-alongs, and more. The Craftworks website is www.craftworkscoop.com. At 1:15, we're going to turn over the spotlight to Debbie at Dances with Wool. Dances with Wool is located in Richmond, Virginia. They're your one-stop destination for all things fiber, where their commitment to you is to offer a wide array of quality commercial and hand-dyed yarns, as well as spinning and weaving equipment and supplies. You'll find Dances with Wool a supportive and inclusive environment where all your fiber needs are met. Their website is danceswithwool.com. Oh, danceswithwoolba.com. At the bottom of the hour, our spotlight's going to Heather at Kid You Not. Kid You Not is located in Bridgeville, Pennsylvania, and is Pittsburgh and Southwest Pennsylvania's destination for high-quality yarn, excellent instruction, and personable service for knitters and crocheters. They are known for sharing and spreading the love of fiber and craft to their community, and support crafting as an inclusive and welcoming place for people of all ages, abilities, ethnicities, genders, orientations, and sizes. You'll find Kid You Not online at kidyouNot.com. And last but not least, at 1:45, we'll drop in on Holly at Fillati Yarns, located in the charming town of Southern Plains, North Carolina. I've had the pleasure of visiting Holly's lovely shop twice, and can attest she has a wide selection of luxury yarns, loads of classes, talented and friendly staff, and hosts an inclusive and welcoming community of knitters and crocheters around her table and in her shop. Like Holly says, we are a happy and positive place to be. You'll find more information about this lovely shop at her website, bellafillati.com. Now, let's go ahead and make our way over to Craftworks. Ande, welcome. We're glad you're here.
Hi there. Just get our PowerPoint going here. Hi there. Well, welcome to Craftworks. As Gail mentioned, we are 30 miles west of Boston. Very easy to get to, unlike so many towns in Massachusetts where you can't get there from here, but you can get here. We are sort of equidistant between 3 different highways. So scattered along the tributaries, scattered along the tributaries of the Assabet River, numerous mills served as markers commemorating the places where textile manufacturing and other early industry boomed, and then ebbed and died. Today, in addition to providing the setting for several working farms, many of these mills have been converted into apartments, as Northboro serves as a primary residential area, rural home to Boston and Worcester communities. We are open today, so we might hear some customers in the background browsing the shop. And you yourself can browse, take our virtual tour of our shop, and see all of the gorgeous gifts and stuff that we have. We opened our doors. Oh, it's not going right. Okay. We opened our doors in 1979 as a craft cooperative with fabulous handcrafted gifts, and have grown over the years, representing over 100 artists and several small family-owned companies. American-made gifts and all gift-giving occasions are covered with a variety of prices, which many of these are available in our online store, so we hope that you'll take time to browse our website. It's not going that way. Okay. Teas and food, crackers, specifically Effie's from the Boston area, make a lovely, thoughtful gift. Often folks add a hand-quilted table runner or put it all into a handmade basket made locally here in town by Bev. We carry pottery from several local potters, fabulous, comfortable clothing from Jess and Jane, and mismatched socks from Soulmate Socks. Sorry, I keep forgetting that one. Soulmate Socks. They also do hats and scarves, and we've had some of their blankets as well. And of course, we can't leave without bath products. Naked Bee with no preservatives, Mangiacotti that's locally made in Massachusetts, and natural soap from a high school graduate who is now in college. We also have soap lifts and heat packs from Deep Breath Designs, who are located in Texas. In 2012, we added a yarn shop and are dedicated to nurturing customers' creative self with great quality materials. We strive to help knitters and crocheters become proficient in their craft and do this by having a focus on classes with fantastic instructors and hosting fun events such as our Merit Badge Adventure. Featuring handmade gifts, it only makes natural sense for our focus on the yarn side of the shop to be towards indie dyers' yarns. So besides having a large selection of Emma's yarns, we carry several other, including locally dyed Milani Stash and Periwinkle Sheep from Albany, New York, whose yarns we use extensively in our kits as they are lovely tonals. Another favorite is Bad Sheep Yarn, who just moved from North Pole, Alaska to Florida. Wow, that's a big change. Coming soon are Kim Dyed Yarns from New York and Round Mountain Fibers from Vermont. We also carry a large variety of yarns from basic workhorse yarns like Vintage and Encore to luscious yarns like Harriet, Yak, and Cashmere blends. Oh, before I forget, we are offering a 20% discount on your purchase this week using coupon code for all purchases, and that's FB for Fiberside Chat 2023. And Lori will be putting that in chat for you. Again, 20% off, and this goes through July 23rd. So that's it, Lori. Change that. Oh.
Right.
See, thank you. All right. So in addition to some great needles and sets, and my favorite are these Tiger Minis. They are so awesome. And you actually, because of the size, there's 4-inch, 3-inch, and 2-inch. So I actually use the 3-inch for my working yarn and the 2-inch for the one that the yarn's coming off of. These are so cool. If you're traveling or anything, I just got stuck in Denver for 44 hours, and I could go from one project to another because I had all my needles. Those are cool. We also carry and feature the Purple Heart yarn, Purple Heart crochet hook. Are these here, and these are, does that show up right or is it backwards? So Accessories Unlimited, who we get all of our notions and needles from, they are a great sponsor of this, proud sponsor of military charities, including Fisher House and Operation Homefront, and they support that through sales of these hooks. The Purple Heart wood seems exotic and rare, but it is actually an absolutely gorgeous color. It's one of the most sustainable and durable wood species on the planet. And they have a really nice feel to them, a lovely point. They're just the greatest crochet hooks. We sell a lot of these. These are all available online again. And don't forget your Fiberside Chat coupon. So we're going to start our show and tell today with 3 crocheted shawls. We have the Joggle shawl. This is also like Carissa Browning, And I believe she designed this and a knit version for a East Texas yarn crawl. I think it was East Texas yarn crawl. A couple months ago, we were fortunate enough. One of my teachers is a test knitter, or test crochet person. So we have these. They're just great. And we have a couple of really fun kits put together. Again, it's the joggles. And we also have the Hanky Panky shawl. This is by Not Bad Brit. It was designed in collaboration with Bad Sheep Yarn. And the sample that they had was a fingering weight called Something Smutty and a mini skein of gray area. So what else were they going to call it but Hanky Panky? So we have these in a really fun little bag. Lots of fun colors. Again, these are all listed up on the website with color choices. And if you don't like the color that we have, we'll be happy to put kits together. Stacy, who is on today, is actually out for about 6 or 7 weeks with knee surgery, but hopefully she'll be back and start putting some kits together again. We also have this really fun crochet. This is the Summer Mornings by Yulia Churchenko, I believe. And we did this in minis. So just a great fun. You could use a solid and then mix your minis with it, or just do all minis. But this is just really great. Again, it's called Summer Morning. Summer Mornings. So continuing on, we have the Elton Party. I was actually going to wear today, but they talked me out of it. So this is a beauty. It's a jersey locatelli. It's a basic cardigan with a mix of stripes and texture. Again, a mohair mixed with a solid. It has a relaxed boxy fit, and it's really a fun garment. And we have these packaged in really fun paint cans. Unfortunately, folks, if you order these and we have to ship them, we will not be shipping them in the paint cans because the paint cans will break and crack. So we'll be putting them in a project bag. And our project bags, our new order is supposed to arrive tomorrow. So we're holding our breath on that one. Next sample I have is the Striations shawl. And this is an Albert O'Brien one. This is really fun. So this was done in 2 colors. It's actually done in our own featured colorway. Sorry, it fell to the ground. This is by Milani Stash, and this is called our Snow Squall. We wanted a yarn that looked like a snowstorm because we live in the Northeast and we get snowstorms. So this is actually a beautiful summery color with the teal and Snow Squall. We also did a version to help people figure out that, no, you don't have to do it in 2 yarns. You can do it with a whole bunch of minis and scraps that you have left. So this is showing the same shawl, but with the minis. I don't know how I'm doing on time. Okay. So we have those all kitted up for you. And the last one we have is Seeking Solace by Susan Ashcroft. She made this bandana, Seeking Solace, during a particularly stressful time in her life. She was looking for a simple knit with a little bit of something to keep it busy and really easy. And this is made with Junction Mill yarns. And we also do Feederbrook. And these are just gorgeous, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we packaged that in one of our really fun little mugs. So our mugs say fiber, friends, and fun. So we have a bunch of project bags. We have one that's really fun. We have a bunch of them actually, but this isn't the one I wanted. We have one that has little pockets on the outside. So anytime we're going somewhere, my husband says, "You're not really bringing your yarn on it, your project." I'm like, no. This is my purse. And it's got pockets on the outside for all my stash, my wallet, my phone. And then in the inside, I have my yarn, so it's always around. It's always there. 2 years ago, we started 12 magical days. And these you get you get an email daily that comes out and gives you a choice of 2 items, which you can pick whichever one you want, and or you can do it as a surprise. And these are 12 magical days. And this runs like basically the beginning of November, and then it ships. We can put it together and ship it right after Thanksgiving. And it's just a really fun way to treat yourself, treat a friend, or have your kids buy it for you. And that way you know you'll get something that you really like. There's a lot of holiday kits on the website. Many of them are on sale for you to help you get started on your holiday knitting. Don't forget to use your coupon code. And I think I'm in pretty good shape here. We're good. So thanks so much for joining us today. Don't forget the code FBChat 2023, 20% off your purchase through June 23rd. And enjoy the next several weeks of Fiberside Virtual Crawl as it continues today. Hope you've had a wonderful time and look forward to a lot more. And I'll see you at the end with the names of the winners.
Right. Wow, Andy, I've got to come to your place. It looks amazing. Definitely, for sure. So there's been a few questions in the chat that Lori's been addressing, and she'll circle back and answer and give reminders to the other questions while we go over to our friend Debbie at Dances with Wool. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, how are you? Hi, everyone. My name is Debbie Floyd. I own the shop here called Dances with Wool. We are located outside the city of Richmond, Virginia, in central Virginia. And this is our first time participating in the Fiberside Summer Crawl. So we're excited to be here today. We specialize in fine yarns and supplies for knitters and for crocheters, as well as equipment and supplies for spinners and weavers. We've been in business since 2016. And last year we expanded, almost exactly a year ago, expanded to a larger place. We doubled our size, and that just enables us to have more room for classes, community events, equipment that we have a showroom for now, and of course, more yarn. So if you are ever road tripping down I-95 or up I-95, we are about 20 minutes off in central Virginia off of I-95. So you'll have to schedule it to come visit us and so we can meet you. So you can learn more about our shop by visiting our website. We have embedded a video on the shopping page with all the links, and you're going to receive that after this broadcast. So today I have the pleasure of featuring some project ideas that center on our house yarn. We have a line here called Rich Hill Yarns. It's dyed exclusively for us by a local husband and wife team, Abby and Jeff. We got together right before COVID to look at or to start thinking about this. And we launched this line actually right in the middle of COVID. And it's named for all the Richmond City, our colors are inspired by and named for all the Richmond City landmarks. So we carry 2 bases. Our fingering base is 75-25 merino and nylon, which makes it a great sock yarn. And our DK is an 80-10-10 of merino, cashmere, nylon. We also have our colors featured in a mini bundle where you get the colors, all of the minis together that have been used in some of the projects that I'm going to show you today. So let me introduce you to the colors for Rich Hill Yarns. First of all, and I'll tell you, I'm going to go through this pretty quickly just because I don't want to run out of time and to show you our projects. So this here is inspired by the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts. This one had the museum has the Chihuly sculptures in their garden, and that is what inspired this beautiful red. This one is the Nickel Bridge. It gets its name because at one time it only cost a nickel to go across. This one here is Maymont Park, a beautiful park that we have here in Richmond. This one is inspired by the Jefferson Hotel. It is a landmark hotel right in the center of the city. This one is the James River Rapids. Isn't that pretty blue? We are located on the fall line of the James River right here in Richmond. And so this is named for the rapids that we have Class 5 rapids in Richmond. And so beautiful, beautiful rapids that we named that after. This is Tacky Lights. This is what I'm wearing today. Tacky Lights is inspired by an event that happens here in Midlothian, a run here every Christmas, the Tacky Light Run. This one is Pony Pasture, another park-like setting here in the city. We have Altria Theater, which is this beautiful, beautiful purple that is very popular here in the shop. Then this one is Bryan Park, another park area. The color was inspired by the azaleas that bloom there in the spring. Then we have Canal Walk, an area here in downtown. We have, this one is Lewis Ginter. We have this is a botanical garden, and there's a reflecting pond in the center of the garden, which inspired this color. And then finally, this color here is inspired by the Poe Museum that's located here in Richmond. So those are the colors that we first originally launched during COVID. We added 5 more colors 2 months ago when we had our yarn crawl. And these are actually variegated. These are inspired by by 5 murals that are located in the city. That's become a thing with our cities now. These beautiful pieces of art on the side of buildings, and these are inspired by 5 of the murals. We also launched this one when we moved last year. This one here is called 1358, and it's inspired by the colors of our building. 1358 is our address, and this was an exclusive colorway we had when we moved into the building. So you've seen the colors. Now let me show you some of the projects that we have used these colors with. The first one I'm going to show you is a kit that we're going to offer. It is on our website that you're going and on the page that you're going to get following this. This is called Papel Picado. This is a rectangular shawl. The kit will come just like this, and it features a main color, which is the Edgar Allan Poe or the Poe Museum, and the bundle to make the kit. That is on our website. Again, this beautiful rectangular shawl. It was quite popular during our yarn crawl. And you can see all the colors were actually when we put the palette together, we made them so that they all coordinated together. You could pick any color in the palette and they all would coordinate. The second one that I'm going to show you is True Colors by Melanie Berg. Well, sorry about that. This one is True Colors. Again, this was using one skein of the Capitol Hill, which is just this white base. And then all of the colors in the bundle were used to create the shawl. The next one, sorry, had to reach down to get it. This is the one that fell. This one's called Daya. This one is by Allison Lo Cicero. And this is a local designer for us. This is with the 1358. Actually, it's turned around. Sorry, 1358 and the James River Rapids. So that one is Daya. We have a crochet sample by another local designer here. This is by Naila Plasky, and this is called the 6 Shops Crawl. Again, beautiful, beautiful Bryan. This is the reflecting pool at Bryan Park. At Lewis Ginter Botanical Gardens. This one's one of my favorites. This is Triangle Parade. I love to show this one because it really shows off our palette nicely. This is 5 colors that was used. This is a Stephen West shawl, Triangle Parade. And this one is actually, we just picked 5 colors. We didn't try to coordinate them because, like I said, all the colors in the palette just coordinate so well together. So this was just randomly choosing 5 colors, putting them together into this shawl. That one's Triangle Parade. Then this is what was designed for us by Heather Booz of Yellow Ribbon Crafts using our bundle. This is one that when we actually launched the line, it's a cowl. a very substantial KAL. What's nice is it's got lots of versatility in that you can make it as short as you want. You can use all of the colors. When you look at it, it's going to look different because she uses these short row wedges. It's really pretty. And this has been really popular in our shop. Again, one bundle will do that. Another crochet piece that we have is the Victoria shawl. This one was done in that beautiful VMFA, Virginia Museum of Fine Arts, this beautiful red. So those are the samples that use our yarns. We also, thanks, Erin, the one I'm wearing. I don't want to forget this. This is the Fireworks sweater. This is by Marie Green. It was featured in 2021. This is that was the 4-day sweater that was the knit along in July of 2021. So the last thing I want to show you is we have another local dyer that we are featuring in the shop right now. Her name is Robin's Promise Yarn. Susan used to own a yarn shop here, and then she closed her yarn shop. It was in Williamsburg, actually. She closed it in order to follow her passion of dyeing yarn. She came for our yarn crawl and left us with these beautiful packs of 25 minis, these beautiful, beautiful colors. As you can see, it is made and curated in order to do this shortest day shawl here. I wore it so much during the crawl. It is quite substantial. It looks like it's knit flat. It's actually knitted in the round. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. We have it linked. The kit is to make the shawl, and you just steek it and you tie these little knots together and in order to make the fringe. And so it's knit in the round. It's mindless knitting. It's great TV, potato chip knitting, and it's quite substantial. It's just such a nice warm shawl. All right. So the last things I want to tell you are we're going to have a special for this week for you that are crawling for our all access pass participants. We're going to give you a 10% discount on anything you order with the code, and we'll have it on the page so you don't have to write it down or remember it. We'll send it out to you. It's Fiberside Crawl as long as you use that at the checkout. And we cannot go back and retroactively, apply that code. So make sure when you're checking out that you're careful. Fiberside Crawl at checkout, and you'll receive 10% off. Also, for a week only, if you have a purchase over $75, we will gladly ship that for free. Now, our annual summer sale is going on, and who doesn't love a sale? That is also going to be linked in the information that you get from us following this broadcast. And that sale, just lots of great summer yarns now, and yarns that we have that are leaving the shop to make room for the things that we're getting this fall. So we are also, like I said at the top, an Ashford and Schacht dealer. And we would love to order anything that you need for your weaving and spinning supplies. By contacting us, we can arrange that for you. Just know that we cannot apply free shipping or codes on those anything with equipment or accessories from Schacht or Ashford because of our dealership agreement with them. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We also have a podcast. It's called This Is So Not a Podcast. It is on YouTube, so you might want to go through there and like and subscribe to that as well. So thank you for allowing me to do this today, Gail and Cynthia. I really do appreciate it. And we've had a great time. I hope to see you guys soon. Take care.
Wow. What a great selection of yarns that you've got inspired by your local artwork. That's beautiful. And honestly, Erin's been on top of it, answering all the questions in the chat. So good job, Erin. And yes, there'll be a link. I've already dropped it in, and there'll be a link in the thank you email to take you to the Dances with Wool page with all the items featured. Great job, Debbie. All right, next, here we are. We're on our way to visit Bridgeville, Pennsylvania, and Heather at Kid Ewe Knot. Hi, Heather.
Hello. Where in the world is Bridgeville? Well, it's Pittsburgh. And then where in the world is Pittsburgh? It's Southwest Pennsylvania. So we're in the corner near Ohio and West Virginia. And there's a football team you might have heard of, and maybe a baseball team too. Oh, and a hockey team, but you know, what else? Um, so it was interesting because, you know, we get so busy and we work so hard and we make so many things and we forget sometimes, me, just exactly what we do. So another bonus of doing the Fiberside Crawl, when they said, well, what's special about you? And it's like, well, actually, there's a lot, and thanks for reminding me. So, one interesting little fact about where we are located in Southwest Pennsylvania is that the Whiskey Rebellion happened right up the street from us. Um, and if you don't remember the Whiskey Rebellion from your early American history, they got mad because they taxed the whiskey. And some might say for good reason, and some might say this is just another part of our society. But so there's a lot of history in Southwest PA. And this yarn shop has been here for 30 years. I'm the third owner. So we have a lot of history around here as well, helping makers make things. We do have coupon codes for everybody participating. Fiberside $10, Fiberside $10 will get you $10 off your entire order for the rest of the week and until next Sunday. And if you would like to also combine that with Fiberside shipping, all one word, until August 29th, you'll get free shipping on an order of $150 or more. Typically, it's $200 before we do free shipping. Our regular shipping is only $7.95 anyway, so that's good. So like I said, Kid You Not I've owned Kid You Not for over 10 years now. And we also do hand-dyed yarns for the shop, but they are dyed by myself and my daughter, who is 14 and my very good helper and has an excellent eye for color. I was going to have her here today, but our yarn crawl begins July 28th, and she's at home right now dyeing yarn for that because, you know, we still get all of our work done. So, and another focus of our shop is, like Gail had mentioned, we really want you to be successful. So we focus on private lessons to target and tailor your instruction to exactly what you need, when you need it, so that you can be as successful as possible. That makes us happy. All right. And I am going to get to showing you some pretty yarns and stuff, but I also wanted to mention a few things that make us a little bit different from a lot of other shops. We travel with our knitters, and we've been traveling since 2015 to places overseas fiber related. So we've been to Ireland twice. We're our third Ireland trip, which is our sixth trip overall, is at the end of August. We've been to Scotland twice. We've been to Iceland. We were thwarted a little bit by COVID for a couple of other trips, which we'll circle back and get to. And our seventh trip, which is a trip of a lifetime, in my opinion, is to New Zealand in April of 2024. We'll do both islands. We'll visit Ashford. We'll visit Maja Craft. We'll see hopefully albatross and kiwi and all sorts of other things, and learn about natural fibers and the local traditions with fiber crafts, as we always do when we travel. So if you are interested in going to New Zealand with us, hop on board. Leah is putting all the links in the chat and on our page online. All the links are there for everything too. Another thing that we are up to this summer is crocheted satellite reef that's going to be installed at the Carnegie Museum of Art in collaboration with the Institute for Figuring. If you would like to participate in that and make some hyperbolic coral shapes, you are invited to do so. That information is also on our website and on the Carnegie Museum of Arts as well. That is a huge, huge project, as you can imagine. And I'm happy to have you help. And you will be credited as a contributing artist, and you will be listed in the museum as an artist on the project, which is also fun. Somebody said to me, oh, that gives a whole new meaning or a whole new perspective on Two Truths and a Lie when you play that game. And I was like, yeah, because not many people can say for real that they are an exhibited artist in a museum. So if for no other reason. Okay, and like I said, we have our Steel City Yarn Crawl coming up at the end of July. You're welcome to come visit us and the other the other 8 participating shops. There's 9 on our crawl this year. And we do stitch and pitch with the Pittsburgh Pirates, happens to be a Major League Baseball team here in Pittsburgh. And there's also a link if you would like to visit Pittsburgh and participate in Stitch and Pitch with us. It's August 27th. We're busy. And I guess that's why I was grateful for that moment to be reminded that, yeah, we do a lot, and we are active in our community, and we do a lot of good stuff. All right, so I am going to also feature our shop exclusive hand-dyed yarns, which I mentioned are dyed by myself and my daughter, Erica, who is 14. And we have fallen in love with this wonky blocks pattern. I mean, anybody else? There it is. And it keeps changing its orientation, so I have to figure out how you can see everything. Okay, here's our wonky blocks. This is the knitted version, and we have it in our worsted weight 100% superwash merino. We have our knit version to show, and also our crocheted version to show. The ends are not woven in. Who weaves in all their ends and still calls it done, even if it's not? So you can see we've combined some colors to make it more interesting as well. So for us, we found that our blocks were completed with somewhere between 9 and 10 grams of yarn each. Of course, your mileage may vary, but that means that mini skein kits, which we have
a delivery. Something
Excuse
just
me?
came.
Oh, okay. So we have mini skein colors that we have dyed up and curated for you that are listed on our website. Here is one pack, for example. And these are all the worsted weight 20-gram skeins. And then this is another pack, for example. We also have in our hand-dyed yarns listed on our website. We have, it's for the Radiant shawl, which was designed for us for our Advent box by Cynthia Spencer. This is just a half version of it. These are 12 mini skeins and 100 grams of a coordinated multicolored yarn. So it's the pattern, this pattern Radiant by Cynthia Spencer is designed for that package, which is on our website, but we've also been using for those colors for our wonky blocks that I showed you previously. And those are listed as warm and cool. That was the cool. This is the warm. Just a way to see the colors coming together. So that is those. And also, so we do our hand dyes in all the weights. Worsted weight is our newest one, mostly because we hadn't been doing it, to be honest. But we have our DK as well. So some popular projects for us in superwash merino and hand dyes this is the Anders sweater, which is baby through toddler sized. There's also a child size version, which goes up to 12 years. And there's a hat as well. Ooh, the light doesn't like my hat as much, does it? That's a multicolored with a natural. So all these patterns are available on Ravelry and very popular in the shop. So we like those a lot. Also, if you participated in local yarn shop day, one of the designers who made patterns available for us was Jessica A's, and she designed the Love Your LYS shawl. And you can see, and this is in our Emerald DK Superwash Merino. 3 skeins will make this. This is folded in half. It's nice and long. It's a nice long stole. And we do like to mention that this looks like it's cabled, but it's actually very clever increases and decreases. So don't be intimidated by the stitch work in the center of the shawl, because it's how we like it. It looks way more complicated than it is. Another designer local to us, Tara Briggs, designed the Me and You shawl, which is a trapezoidal crocheted shawl. And this is in our Viking Heather colorway. 3 skeins also makes this shawl. And if you want to know what it would look like in a multicolor, this is Erica's version in her mango colorway, which I don't think is in stock at the moment, but you can see how the shawl is just as lovely in a multi. But don't think that all you can do is knit or crochet, because this was woven on a Cricut loom with our DK in the multicolored and the natural as well. We have a wall hanging that she also did for us, but it's that was harder to show. So you just have to come visit us to see. So you can weave with this yarn. It does beautiful work. And we also do have color packs for our DK minis, which are listed online. And undertone, for example, you could use a pack of minis and a solid. This, I think this was like the turquoise shade kit and pink, but I just pulled out some colors so that you could see like what they do. So these are wonderful if you're doing any sort of gradient color work in a hat or in the top of your sweater or something like that. That works. Actually, anything from Tin Can Knits, well, we just like them as designers, well-written patterns and such, but their their color work is fantastic. So this is the cartography hat, which can be used as a swatch for a sweater, but a package of gradient minis and a solid background color would also make a nice hat. But of course, we use like 7 minis instead, because that's how we roll. All right. So if you're looking at our website and you're curious about the other different kinds of bases that we offer in our Me and You yarns, you just have to type me in the search bar and all of that stuff pops up. And if you see colors that we're out of stock on, you can message me and I can die to order for you. And that happens pretty quickly. So, uh-oh, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. And then I'm back. There we go.
So impressive, the legacy that you're leaving. I'm curious, how many colors are in your hand-dyed collection that you and your daughter Erica create?
Well, we have this little addiction to color. And I was updating the website this morning, and I'm like, and it said I had 50 colors listed in the DK, and I was like, ooh, maybe we should focus or maybe not. But yeah, we have a lot, and I get bored, and so I just dye whatever amuses me. So that's why sometimes we run out of certain colors, because I'm playing in a different part of the palette for a minute. But I'm always happy to dye whatever people like, which is the great fun and convenience of doing it ourselves.
Wow. Great story. I'm sure people would love to travel with you. You've really created a mecca for people to come and experience and be in community. It's great. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Guess who we're headed to next? Next stop is Bella Fillati Yarn. We get to see Holly and her sidekick, Chrissy. Woohoo! Holly, take it away, gang.
I'm excited. This is Chrissy, my right hand, my left hand, my up, my down. She's my everything. So I want you to see her. She does everything that I had no idea what to do. So she's now going to go to the computer and hang out. Unless you want to say something.
Hopefully I won't mess anything up today, but no promises.
There you go. See, I have no responsibility with that, so that makes it really good.
And hopefully I won't take out the tripod
take out the tripod on her way around back to the computer. All right, welcome. I am so excited to be here. First, we are from Bella Fillati Luxury Yarns in Southern Pines, North Carolina. Probably one of the most wonderful spots in the North Carolina area. If you are a knitter or a crocheter and your husband is a golfer, this is the destination for you. Mm-hmm. So he goes to the golf course and then the wives come here. It works out perfectly. So if that's one of your talents and issues with your partner, then this is a destination you might want to look at. All right. We have been in business since 2004. That's 19 years. Next year will be 20. What? Makes me really old. But anyway, it's all good. I want to, first of all, thank Gail and all of her creativity for beginning Fiberside Chats during COVID and opening that opportunity for all of us to see and visit with and hear from all of these talented artists all over the world, and for them to have somewhere to share their information and gain some income for their classes that they gave. It was a huge gift and a brilliant idea. And then it morphed into, with Cynthia and other people, not me, I'm just a sideliner over here, cheerleader, I'm all about it. Anyway, morphing this into the Fiberside Crawl, this being our second year. This is a way for all of our smaller shops to open our doors to every one of you out there. It's a rare opportunity, and we are so grateful. All right. I have a video that I did several years ago. So Chrissy's going to start that for us. And when I come back, I will talk a little bit about the store. Hi. Here at Bella Fillati, our focus is to create a space to build community, friendships, and most of all, personal skills, all through the fiber arts.
We supply knitters, crocheters, and weavers with a wide selection of fibers, hand-dyed yarns, innovative tools, instruction, and plenty of inspiration. Sit, socialize, learn something new. We are always here to help and encourage. Bella Fillati Luxury Yarns. It's quality and luxury tangled into one.
Now, if you were very observant, you realize I had on the same earrings, maybe the same necklace. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was going to wear that outfit today. And I was like, no, I think that's on the video. So, oh God, oh well, at least I'm consistent, right? It's all good. Okay, so today I want to talk about a few kits that we would like to present that are sort of just about Bella Fillati. And I want to start with the wonderful gift that Carissa Browning gave all of us with a 20% discount on all of her patterns. And Chrissy, my cohort, was very smart and got on her list of test knitters for the Breezeway, which is a beautiful shawl done with fingering weight and mohair, equal amounts over 400 yards. So this is Chrissy's test knit, which is fantastic, and I love it. And so we thought we would kit that up and give you some ideas for Carissa's pattern. So what we have chosen is yarn by Knitted Wit, and we have their fairy floss and they're pixie plied. And we have several colorways, and I just want to briefly show them to you. All of this will be on our website. You can go to bellafillati.com, go to shop, and then there's a Fiberside Crawl section where everything that I've shown today, but don't just stop there. Please go to our entire website and see if there's anything else that you might want. So let me just quickly show you these. This is the Wrangell St. Elias National Park's mohair, unbelievably gorgeous. And this is the Pixie Plied Wild Orchid. We think this is pretty amazing. That same colorway of Fairy Floss with Raspberry Milkshake also works beautifully. All right. Then this one is Cuyahoga Valley National Park. And this one is Tupelo Honey. Love this one as well. Indigenous Peoples Day and Peacock. Gorgeous. Love it. This is my color. I love this. Golden Delicious and Olympic National Park. I think it's going to make a beautiful breezeway shawl. This is Unicorn Dreams and Wild Orchid. We put those two together. And last but not least, Unicorn Dreams and Buckle My Shoes. So if any of those strike your fancy, go to our website and make a purchase. They'll be so happy. It'll be awesome. If you do make a purchase today on our website, you will receive a Bella Fillati Diva pin, which is this adorable sheep, which I have on my name tag. And it's a BFD. I'm a BFD, Bella Fillati Diva. So that is a $10 value, which you will get if you make your purchase today. Also, when you go to the website, if you spend $50 or more, you'll get a free gift from Bella Fillati. And if you spend over $75 and enter into the code free ship in the coupon code book, you will get free shipping. Okay. All of our all of those benefits will last through the month of July. All right. So don't forget that. Let me show you our next kit. We put a box together. Bring my table over here. We put a box together last fall, I think, and we called it the Cozy Comfort Box. And that Cozy Comfort Box included a mini skein kit from Leading Men, and it had a pom-pom, which I'll show you, from Toft out of baby alpaca. And the way we arrived, it was like, what are you going to put in a kit? How are you going to do it? Well, Chrissy had this brilliant idea to use a photograph for inspiration. So she found this photograph online, which is beautiful. It's it's a hot chocolate, it's a candle, it's a cozy sweater or blanket, it's some fall leaves. And this is the color palette that Leading Men put together for us. So oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I lie. Oh, I lie. Excuse me. Leading Men didn't do that. Chrissy put this color palette together. How could I be so inconsistent and terrible? All right. So Chrissy put the palette together. I'm so glad she corrected me. It's old age. It happens. It happens. So anyway, we gave the palette to Leading Men, and they came through with a great palette of these 6 skeins. Whoops. Let me get that. All right. These beautiful 6 skeins. And each one has 92 yards in it. So you could make more than one hat. And the pattern that we chose was a free pattern called the Pom Pom Chevron. So in your kit, you will get the Pom Pom Chevron pattern, the 6, everything, I'm having a little problem. Surprise! The 6 colors and this gorgeous baby alpaca pom-pom from Toft Yarns, or Toft Crochet. Beautiful. They have these gorgeous pom-poms. Such a cute company. I love them. It's awesome. So that is on our website. Also, last but not least, the kit that we also have put together, which is a classic. One of our associates, Allison, has knit about 20 Christmas stockings for her entire family. She has 2 children, and then they have spouses, and then she has 4 nieces, and they all have spouses, and all those nieces are having babies and children, and everybody gets a stocking. And Allison has her own grandchild, so he gets a stocking. So she's very prolific with stockings. So she's chosen this pattern, and so this kit will include the Anne Norling pattern for the Christmas stocking number 1. And the kit will include enough yarn to make either the Santa Claus or the snowman. You will also get the pattern for the reindeer and the nutcracker. But what we're including is yarn for those 2 patterns. Let me show you what she creates. Now, when you make a stocking for somebody, she makes them very personal. So if somebody's a tennis player, she attaches a tennis racket. If somebody's a fisherman, she attaches a fishing pole, or whatever it is. There's always something that makes it very personal, which is a great idea. So this one is her latest. This is one of her niece's husbands, Jason, and he has just gotten a Vespa. So if you can see, he has a Vespa right there in his hand and a pair of sunglasses up here in the corner, as well as a pipe, which he's sporting a pipe. Love this. Love, love, love it. So anyway, this is a great pattern to personalize. Plus, it's a giant stocking, so you can fill it full of all kinds of wonderful stuff. We have put this kit together for you. Pretend this is Santa's bag, right? You're going to get 3 full balls of Universal Deluxe Superwash wool, red, green, and white. And then you will get the pink for the cheeks of Santa, the blue for the eyeballs. You'll get beads for the coal eyes and the buttons on the snowman, as well as the buttons on the Santa Claus. And you'll get enough black yarn to make the belt, the hands, the hat for the snowman, the boots. So I think you can get 2 stockings if you switch the colors. If you make one red and white and make the other one green and white, I think you're good. So that is on our website. Christmas, think ahead. It's July. Think about Christmas. If you've got somebody to knit for, we've got it all put together for you perfectly. I am standing in front of all of these posters. They're actually advertisements. So Allison, the same gal that knits the stockings, years and years ago, probably 7 or 8 years ago, we started branding all of our advertisements. We advertise in one great magazine in Southern Pines, and it always says knit or knit and crochet. It always says Bella Fillati on the bottom, and it's always sort of clever. So like this down here says knit the parfait pastime from the ice cream parlor, right? And this one, knit the seed to squash boredom. That's a fall one, right? So we then did all these hang in our window, and we use them for that, and they are our ads. But we then went ahead and made a set of cards. So these are all blank on the inside, but they are great cards to include in your knitted gifts or crocheted gifts, I guess. They say so this one is like knit while you're nesting, knit how you be, right? Knit with love. That's that one up there. Knit for what ails you. There's the knit, indulge yourself. Knit when life's a beach, play ball. That's a knitted ball on there. Knit, long time no see. That's a clock we knit that hangs on our wall. Knit, the perfect prescription. Knit, it's a miracle. Those are all knitted nativity. And last, hope you're, this is for get well. Hope you're on your feet, on your feet soon, you socksy thing. So anyway, if you're interested in that set of cards, they too are on our website. Why not get those as well? What have I forgotten, Chrissy?
All our same socials.
Oh, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I do a approximately 3-minute, sort of seat of the pants video almost every day except Sunday when we're closed or if I'm out of town. So you can catch up with Bella Fillati and know exactly what's going on. You can see exactly what came in that day. You can call us and we will fill your order. We will FaceTime with you and we will ship it wherever you are. So keep up with Bella Fillati on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I think that's it. It's been wonderful. And thank you again, Gail.
Oh my goodness, Holly, my pleasure. Thank you. Holly was one of the shops that jumped on the Fiberside chats early on when we had this wackadoodle idea. Called some folks that I thought might be brave, and Janet Avila was one of them from String Theory, and Holly, and honestly, to take this plunge and go out and stick your neck out with us means so much. So glad you're here. All right. Well, first off, I want to thank all of you for joining us today for the Fiberside Summer Crawl. And I hope that you can stay for just a minute more because we have some great prize announcements. But what about all these shop presenters? I hope that we can all give them a virtual round of applause or use your reaction button to show them some Zoom love. You will all be getting, all the registered Fiberside Crawl participants will be getting an email in 48 hours, possibly sooner, to get all the coupon codes, all the links to the different pages that the shops have created, and a chance to do some serious shopping with these amazing shops. Next week, week 3 of the Fiberside Summer Crawl. Wow. We'll be welcoming Nana from All Wound Up Yarn in Edmonds, Washington. Stacy from Center of the Yarniverse in Ashland, Virginia. Cindy from Harps and Thistles in Ohio. And last but not least, myself sharing with you all about Longmont Yarn Shoppe. Our amazing host will be Kai Wen of Hill Country Weavers. Ande from Craftworks is going to step in, and while she's coming on to announce the winners that she's drawn, I just want to remind you, we couldn't give away all these prizes if we didn't have all the amazing vendors that have shown up for us. So a big shout out this week to Knitting Fever, who's donated some amazing prizes, and to our friends at Malabrigo Yarn, who have also been instrumental in giving us great prizes that we get to share with you. So, Ande, can I let you take it away to announce today's lucky winners?
Sure. Hello, hello. So the winners of today, let's have a drum roll, please. Melanie, I hope I'm saying your name right. Cook, Kooch. Congratulations. Olga Pena, Pena. Marilyn Morris, Delinda Mott, Nancy Schock, Susan Rylowitz, Wendy Barrington, and Carrie Douglas. Now you'll be getting an email from info@craftworkscoop.com, and it will be asking you about verifying your address, because sometimes the credit card billing for PayPal is not the same as your mailing address. Mm-hmm. And also we need to know if you are a knitter or a crocheter, because some of our wonderful vendors have sent in crochet kits as well, or items for crocheters. So again, Melanie Cook, Kooch, Olga Pena, Marilyn Morris, Delinda Mott, Nancy Schock, Susan Rylowitz, Wendy Barrington, and Carrie Douglas. You'll all be getting an email probably tonight. So as soon as you respond, I'm hoping to get all these packaged this Wednesday. We've had a couple of vendors who were a little bit late getting stuff to us, so we haven't actually sent any packages out, and the winners from last week were all notified because there's some goodies that we want to include in there, but not necessarily just yarn. So congratulations, everybody, and we'll see you all next weekend.
All right, Ande. So someone asked, how do I get entered to win one of these prizes? Anybody that's purchased an all access pass is in the random number generator drawing, and we'll make sure that you get your prize. Promise it'll happen. Okay. Well, if you'd like to go off mute and say hooray, thank you, give a round of applause to everyone, you can do that. Otherwise, we're going to wrap up this meeting.
Hooray.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. You made my afternoon.
See you next week.
See you next week, everyone.
Bye.